müsahibim yenə də Afrika qitəsindəndir. Burkina Faso'nun şahzadəsi Abze Digma'dır. Xanım Digma həm də iqlim dəyişikliyi ilə bağlı çox fəal olan nümayəndələrdən biridir öz ölkəsində. Mrs. Digma, first of all, welcome to Azerbaijan and thanks for taking time for us. And my first question is, as always, related to COP29 and your comment about this event. It's your first time, yes, to be here and to participate in this COP29.
Thank you. First of all, thank you very much to the government of Azerbaijan for hosting us. And I'm Her Royal Highness Princess Abze Digma from Burkina Faso, and I'm the co-chair of the Paris Committee on Capacity Building and a co-coordinator for the Just Transition, which is one of the big pieces also what we're going to discuss at COP. I'm participating to COP since COP 21 in Paris 2015. So I mean it's my first time in Azerbaijan, but it won't be my last time. I think it's the first time. I love so much the people in Azerbaijan that for sure it won't be my last time in Azerbaijan.
Xanım Digma'dan mən onun COP29-la bağlı fikirlərini soruşdum və Azərbaycana səfəri. O, Azərbaycan hökumətinə öz təşəkkürünü bildirir ki, çox gözəl, yüksək səviyyədə bir tədbir keçirilir və bundan əvvəlki COP-larda da iştirak etdiyini deyir və çox aktiv olduğunu bildirir. And as you know, Azerbaijan sites propose 17 proposal about climate change. Mm-hmm. And what's your opinion about it? And I know that most of them is important.
Yes.
But for your country, which initiatives is more important than others?
I think this is a very good question, and thank you for addressing that. First of all, we acknowledge my country, we appreciate and acknowledge the efforts of the governments of Azerbaijan proposing initiatives that will it's inclusive such that everyone can find himself in each initiative and see which will matter for him. For us in Burkina Faso, that is the means of implementation, how to unpack all the three elements of the means of implementation, which is finance, technology transfer, and capacity building. And I'm happy to be the co-chair of the Paris Committee on Capacity Building, where we are building the pathway with policies to make sure that the decisions taken with the COP can be implemented, and we support the countries to capacitate them to be able to deliver on the ground. One thing is to decide the policies, to hammer and to say, okay, that's what we're going to do. But if the countries, they don't have the means to implement locally, the word locally, it is important, because if it's centralized, top down, it is difficult. Then we need to, the top need to meet the bottom. So that's where the life is changing. It's important. And within the initiative, the package of initiatives that have been proposed by the government, by the presidency, COP presidency of Azerbaijan, Burkina Faso finds itself, and we look forward to collaborate and elaborate together and move forward. It's very excellent. It's excellent, and I think for us it was bold and ambitious for Azerbaijan to dare to say we're going to do the finance cap. And you did it, and we're really proud of Azerbaijan on that.
Xanım Digma'ya sualım, Azərbaycanın qaldırdığı məsələlər, yəni təşəbbüsləri məlumdur ki, hamısı çox vacibdir, amma ölkəsi üçün bunların içərisində hansı daha çox vacibdir sualına o belə cavab verdi ki, bütün təşəbbüsləri yüksək səviyyədə qiymətləndirir və bu təşəbbüslər hər bir ölkə üçün çox mühümdür və öz ölkəsi ilə də bağlı, yəni öz ölkəsinin Azərbaycanla əməkdaşlığına toxunur və bildirir ki, bu məsələlər yəni birgə həll olunmalıdır. And my next question, it's about your country's activity and mitigation and adaptation against climate change. Can you say a little bit detail about it?
Yeah, thank you very much for raising the point of adaptation and mitigation. When it comes to least developed countries, my country is part of the least developing countries, which count for 45 people, 45 countries, 1.1 billion people. So that's where my country belongs to. And for us, adaptation, it is critical. Our economies are not mature. We talk about mitigation for countries who already have a certain stage of industrialization and they need to decarbonize. When it's come to least developing countries, they still need to process their agriculture product, they need to process their minerals, they need to access to market, and that's where capacity building, it is important, international cooperation, it is important, partnership for business, it is important. The more we will connect with the rest of the world, the better it will be for climate. For me, when we do business, there is peace. If I trade with you, I won't attack you, because if you progress, my life, I will have a well-being. Then it's in my interest to make sure that a trade partnership will bring us together. I'm a strong believer on the how economy can empower and bring people around the table who's not used to discuss together. But the fact that they have a common interest of having that economic empowerment, it will help to build the resilience. That's where Burkina Faso is standing, and we do have programs related to adaptation, which it's inclusive and participatory. It's coming along from the local communities. We're working with the traditional authorities where I'm part of, with the Mosi Kingdom, and we are making sure that all decisions that need to be implemented, we need to have the buy-in of the community, because if they don't understand and if it doesn't respect the values, it will be difficult for the people to start implementing the global impact, because we are part of the solution. We are not a problem. We are part of the solutions, and we have excellent proven solutions on the ground. Just I will cite one, and even the Nobel Prize has awarded him. He has reforested 40 hectares by his own, using our traditional knowledge. Where in the past they would say that but we have scientists as well. When I look, I'm in the old time, when I see how Azerbaijan built on his history, and keeping all the buildings to witness the pride that people, they were doing, they were not waiting, they are doers. And the climate actions, we need doers. We need champions who believe and who can empower others to move along together. That is the key, and this is really the pathway of Burkina Faso. We are all together, and we are showing the world that we can green how big or how small we are.
Okay, thank you so much. Xanım Diqmanın yəni ölkəsinin iqlim dəyişikliyi ilə bağlı mübarizəsi və uyğunlaşma və bərpa olunma sualına cavabı belədir ki, onun ölkəsi sözsüz ki, inkişaf etməkdə olan bir ölkədir və onun maliyyə problemləri var. Amma bununla yanaşı sözsüz ki, ölkəsinin başqa, yəni qlobal şəkildə dəstəyə böyük ehtiyacı var. Və o kənd təsərrüfatı məsələsinə toxundu və kənd təsərrüfatında sözsüz ki, iqlim dəyişikliyinə bağlı, yəni istifadə olunan, o kənd təsərrüfatının inkişafına istifadə olunan alətlər və s. o bunun ziyanına da toxundu. ənənəvi bəzən yəni istehsalın ziyanlarını göstərdi və eyni zamanda bildirdi ki, qlobal təsir mütləq olmalıdır və biz birlikdə mübarizə aparmalıyıq. Yəni bu tək bir dövlətin inkişafı deyil və Azərbaycanla bağlı fikirləri Azərbaycanın fəaliyyətini bu istiqamətdə yüksək qiymətləndirdi və Azərbaycanın apardığı strategiyanı. Öz ölkəsində isə qeyd etdi ki, demək, iqlim dəyişikliyi ilə bağlı proqramlar həyata keçirilir. Və o cümlədən yəni bu proqramların reallaşması üçün yenə də dəstəyə böyük ehtiyac var. I would like to ask again, you told me that you have a governmental program, but at the same time you have a strategy also, yes?
Yes.
Strategy. And what can I want to know? You use this strategy from other countries' experience, yes? Which countries' experience you use in your strategy?
In our strategy, we are building on existing. We are counting on ourselves. That is the trajectory of our government. We need to count on ourselves, to count on what we have. And what's happened is that we're looking to what was working in the past with our ancestors, and we bring it live, and it works. And that's if you come to my country and you are invited, yes. I invite the business people and the government of Azerbaijan to visit us. You will see how we are using our agriculture waste to make fertilizer. Myself, I learned that with my grandmother. When we help cooking, as a female, although I'm a princess, yeah, right. My grandmother learned me how to cook, because if happen a war, I will need to cook and to feed the army. So that is the spirit. When you have the waste of the natural waste, it's used to make a compost, yeah. And that we reuse to fertilize the ground. And I did remember that, and we could grow again other crops or other vegetables for the next round. Learning that we need to take care of Mother Earth, that we nourish her, that it's like our skin. If you put things that are not good on your skin, you will damage it. Mother Nature is the same. That what you use, you learn at the same time that is circular. And we use that to educate also our people how to make use of what they have. Of course, we learn from other countries who brings their expertise from the global north, and we look forward to it's a hand and offer to Azerbaijan, who has probably technologies that we can make use of it, and we really will look forward to see what are the technology. You have technologies to decarbonize oil. We may have oil in our ground, and we may need your expertise to don't pollute, to see how we can sequestrate the carbon.
Okay.
And those are the techniques that we're using and we're keen on.
And thanks again. And növbəti sual ölkəsinin xanım Diqmadan mən soruşdum ki, ölkəsinin məlumdur ki, proqram var və strategiyası hansı ki, iqlim dəyişikliyi ilə bağlı bu hansısa ölkələrin təcrübələrindən öyrənilir. O bildirdi ki, sözsüz ki, yəni bizim yəni öz məqsədimizə çatmaq üçün biz hansısa ölkələrin təcrübələrindən istifadə edirik və ən əsası isə maarifləndirmə aparılmalıdır və ölkədə dövlət və insanlar, xalq, cəmiyyət birgə olmalıdır. Və bununla bağlı da bəzi misallar çəkir. And my final question, you wore a green jacket. Yes. Is it related to our COP29?
Of course.
What it means?
But I think when green is the nature, and when we see green, it's remind us the flowers, the plants in our house. It will also trigger us to go and maintain and plant trees. And I encourage people, wherever you are, you may plant trees. And I plant myself. to go to a forest in Azerbaijan to plant a tree before I go. Wherever I go in this world, wherever I stay, I always go to nature, and you know, that's give me the opportunity to explain you. This is one of our values as well that I learned. My grandfather has, I hope that when you have grandkids, you plant a tree for each grandchild. And I did remember, I planted that tree. You see that I'm a bit emotional, and I have my tree, who's very big, and even people come and take part of it to plant. And that is fantastic. That is the best example. Just that you can learn also from a very early age how to take care of your own environment, because you are environment, and environment, it is you. And I'm so grateful to my grandparents that they educated me in that way. And I'm grateful to all the grandparents in this world, because we learn a lot. Often, big leaders, they always rely, they say, I learned this from my grandmother, I learned that from my grandfather. So let's acknowledge the grandparents and grandparents to come to show and lead the good example.
Okay. Sonuncu sualım xanım Diqmaya, o yaşıl rəngdə geyinib və mən ona sual verdim ki, bu COP29-la əlaqəlidirmi və bunun mənası nədir? Onun cavabı bu oldu ki, yaşıl rəng, yaşıl planet, yaşıl yəni əkin və s. deməkdir və sözsüz ki, bütün bunların çox yəni böyük bir mənası vardır və eyni zamanda o deyir ki, mən öz nənəmdən, babamdan çox şeyləri öyrənmişəm və ilkin yaşlarından biz öz uşaqlarımıza, gənclərimizə bu təbiəti qorumağı öyrətməliyik. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. It was such excellent. I really enjoyed the questions. Thank you for your professionalism.
Thank you
and
for
to push me a little bit as well. I like that. It was a bit spicy from time to time, but I enjoyed it.
So much.
Thank you so much.
Xatırladım ki, müsahibim Burkina Faso'nun şahzadəsi Abze Diqma idi. Sağ olun.